people who lived here when they were young, they were children. They moved, to Washington Township, the one with the pink flamingos on the lawns and everything. But this is a long time ago. It's even when I was very little. So I don't remember most of them living here.
Yeah.
Just the older people, like my father's aunts and uncles.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah, so,
Charge.
yeah, and I certainly want to make a donation here, whatever I have to do here, volunteer
thank
today.
you.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
whatever is appreciated.
Sure.
Just putting.
Oh, now I have this book. In fact, I had given it to my father before he died. And the one for the 9th Street one. But the Italian Americans of Greater... Oh, no, that's Greater Erie. I'm sorry. No, I meant the Philadelphia one. I know I have it when I gathered all his things. So this is a really nice gift shop. And I guess you probably already have my name, right, from filling out.
Yeah, Nick probably has that.
Yeah,
all that
sure.
Information.
What's this QR code for? Become a member.
Yes,
Okay.
We have that one. The one outside is for the language classes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That's what it is. I was at a car show here, one of those classic car shows about 3 weeks ago. You probably know what I mean. Yeah, the Passion.
We had
Because they didn't have it.
and everything.
Yeah, they didn't have it for a couple of years.
Well, yeah.
Because obvious. Yeah, the COVID. Yeah. So I walked all through the thing, and that was how I stumbled across this. And then I was like, let me look it up. And then I saw your Facebook page. I'm like, I have to make sure I get there. And I thought, you know what? I got time right now. And before I leave the area, or leave this earth, I want to see everything. Wow, look at this. These are all people that donated things like this all through?
Exactly.
Oh, isn't that awesome? Yeah, welcome to the East Passyunk Avenue Historical Exhibit. Yeah, I can almost put a small exhibit myself with all the things I collected from 4 families.
Yeah, that's what's so cool.
I know, I'm sure that...
that people brought with them.
Yes.
Stuff was donated.
Look at that, the register. I've only seen that in the movies, look like that.
Yeah, and look at the
Because even I'm not old enough, I was born in the 1960s. I can't really, recall. But my grandparents and great-grandparents, they would remember a lot of this stuff because I remember seeing it in their house when I was little.
One of my favorite.
The barber chair.
The bread toaster made specifically
Oh, yeah.
for Italian bread.
That is great. Just like you would see a pasta maker.
Uh-huh.
And I know I saw all those being used for so many years. Cheese graters, like the old-fashioned metal kind.
Yes, down
That-
there, but that is specifically just for Italian bread, though. That's what's so neat about
Oh, my
that.
goodness. And look at how it's shaped. And it doesn't look anything like you'd buy today.
Yeah, I'd never seen one before.
And then, what is this, the woman that maybe it belonged to?
Yes.
Yeah, that is great.
Exactly.
Are there many people still in this area that are either originally from here or, again, it's a melting pot,
Yeah, so it's tough. So this wall over here is the South, like
Which is-
Mancuso's.
Oh, yeah, I just took a picture of my father. That was a favorite stop for him
Look.
for cheese.
Yeah, they have the best
It's right here.
cheese, yes, and this is them when they first opened
Oh,
up.
my goodness, kind of like the way Termini's and
Uh-huh.
Igloos. And I would stop here with him when I lived down here. I did live down here about 12 years ago near 20th and Jackson and 10th and Oregon. So during 2010 to 2011, I went to all the places with him. I wish I would have. How long has this been here?
They cut the ribbon here in 2000 and when did they cut the ribbon? 2014. They actually.
Okay, I was living in Florida at the time. I was in Florida between 2010 and 2015. So by the time I came back, he had already moved to Delaware. So I didn't see him in South Philadelphia as much as I did when I lived here.
Gotcha.
And I lived, so that's what was so, that I would have found this then, definitely.
And
Oh,
the ribbon.
it's, look at that. And then even, of course, all the soldiers that I have that, now how do people donate, like, again, any, because I've been submitting, like, some of the artifacts that I was just showing a little bit with the passport and to, like, some of those Facebook groups that are historical Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But are there ones like this that I would be able to send photos of my own experiences, like my favorite ones? Look
I'm
at that.
not sure. I can get back to you on
Yeah.
that because Nick knows all about the museum.
Look at the little
donate and
barber
stuff.
chair. Isn't
I
that what
know.
that is?
Yeah, how cool is that?
Oh
This
my
is all
goodness. I never saw that really.
from one of our current chapter presidents, Sal Rosati.
Yeah.
He opened this when he came here and donated the whole display. This is all materials he used. The chairs, look with the ashtrays.
I know. The ashtrays remind me of my Pop-Pop. I remember him having one of those stand-up ones, but I remember seeing him in a barber shop. I can't remember where it was, but I remember something like that where you would open it, almost like you saw in the old cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were like
the
chrome.
authentic, that's what the picture of it when it was in use.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Look at that. Authentic, original barber chair. I'll take it. My sister is a hairdresser. I have to make sure she sees that in a photo.
And then over here, all the combs and the other.
Oh, yes. That would be all of the scissors and combs they used.
Yes.
And look, they were metal.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like the little oils, I guess, when they would do the beards and
Yes.
things. And look at that collection. Look at that Roma. That's a license plate
Yeah.
for one of those little tiny, which my father was lucky enough to be in the Cold War. That would have been in the Army in the late 1950s. And he traveled all over Italy. So I found a whole bunch of photos of him traveling there with his friends in the Army. So I collected all those and put them on Facebook.
Have you
That's
ever,
been really extraordinary.
Have you been back to? Have you been?
I
to
was there
Italy?
once. I went through when I was on a tour in Europe. I wish then I would have appreciated it more and I would have stayed longer. But it was one of those, 20-day excursions where I went through Brussels and Netherlands and Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, you know how, Venice,
Yeah.
and then Italy, and then came back around into France, and then
I
went.
kind of wish you would have just did the Italy part.
Yeah, I ended up going back, but you know what it is, Francesca? I think the problem is growing up, I had heard so much about Italy that I wanted to see other, and I went to school with people that were German descent or Polish or, anything,
Yes.
all the whole European or even Spain. So that was the one I didn't get to. And I didn't get to Portugal. I'm trying to think of some of the ones I didn't get to. But I will go back. Definitely. I want to go back by ship.
That's
all
the
this
thing,
rushing.
When you're little, you don't appreciate it as much. Like when I was younger, like the culture and everything. Like when I first immigrated over here, I was so concerned with like assimilating and learning the English language. And then like as I grew up, I'm like, you kind of.
Well, it
back in love
wasn't.
with the culture.
Yeah, well, because I'm older than you are, I really didn't fully appreciate it until they all started to die. So because I'm now a generation that's at the head, where I've lost all, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, that all came through here, or they were born here, or they came from Italy. The first family was, again, the ones that came from Calabrito, like in a province in the middle of Italy, kind of southern. They all were south of Naples, even Foggia, my mother's side.
That's usually all the big immigration.
Yeah, I don't have any northern.
Yeah.
You probably can tell by my coloring a little bit that I didn't have anybody from like Florence or Genoa or Milan. Because I remember having blonde Italian friends as a child, and I didn't know
Well, there was
what
a
they
lot of
were.
discrimination back then, too.
Oh yeah, that's
From
right. Some of them
north to
told me
south.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't completely understand that because I only just knew what I knew. Oh, wow, look at this.
This is
The American Dreams. Yeah, I see
all the
Mario
biggest-
Puzo.
The biggest Italian
Yeah,
Americans.
like even Frank Sinatra or somebody that would be
Right.
Mario Lanza, Tony Bennett, who's still alive.
This one's really cool. Amedeo Bici from
Oh.
the Peanut. You know the Mr. Peanut?
Oh, yes, he's the
Italian
one
guy.
originally. That's what I remember reading that. Because maybe one of his relatives just passed away. That I was looking at some history about the peanut. That's so funny. Wow, this is so cool. I can't even look at the adding machine. That's what that is, isn't it? Even see, that's what I mean. They're before my time. I don't even know. even the typewriter. That I've seen in people's houses in my
Yes,
lifetime.
Yeah, they were like.
But it was when I was this big.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember punching on them. And I found one in my grandparents' basement. And my niece, who was like 4, this would have been at the beginning of the 2000s, and I took a picture of her in front of it. Because she didn't understand, I don't think, what it was.
Oh, now with all the technology, they're probably like...
Yeah,
"What
Natalie,
is
isn't that
this?"
cool? Because she's going to see this video. That typewriter is really incredible. Because it's even so different than when I was growing up. Well, this is an absolute fabulous. Look at all the records, of course, from... Oh, no, the what do you call these? Artifact type. What is this, actually? Those kind of... are they like little booklets, or...
It's like the family and like genealogy.
The gravy wars. Oh my goodness, I never think about that because of some people calling it sauce and some people calling it gravy.
There's
Yeah,
the
look,
whole thing in the Italian.
I was
community
lucky enough
about
in the
that.
library here in the city, the big one near Art Museum area,
Uh-huh.
that I took out all the Italian books. Then I bought some of them that are South Philadelphia Experience, all these different ones that, I can like. And luckily, I got a chance to show some of the great aunts books I bought that were then and now. So you could see what Broad Street, what, different places look like, Passyunk Avenue. And then what it looked like when they were little. So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
They were lucky to have a photographer, a great uncle of mine, that held me once. Right before he died.
Oh.
I was only 5 weeks old. And here, my character is a lot like him. My photography eye, my zest for travel, independence. He was just like that. But I never got a chance to really meet him. But he's in the
spirit
of the mausoleum,
yeah.
and it's like dedication. Look how cool that is when you look at it from this angle.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I got to get a photo of that.
Tremendous work here. Really proud of this.
Boy, I can imagine. I would be extremely proud of this.
Joey I.
So-
I don't know if you ever heard of him. This is all.
Is that
his
the money?
boxing
The lira?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, because I was using the Eurodot when I was over there.
Yeah, the lira went out of.
Yeah, because I know I collected a lot of them and I kept them in a jar.
When I was
And I-
little, I had. I
look
did
at
the
that.
same thing. And then I came over here, and then they changed it to the euros.
Yes, right. That because I remember going in the late. You would have been probably about 12 years old, the first time I did one of those tours in 1998. That was when I was still using all the different currency.
Mm-hmm.
Even the pound in London, in England. Which one still kept it? I think one.
One, yes.
Is it Switzerland or?
I don't recall.
I could have
but
sworn
you're-
when I was over there, I
you're
remember
right, it
somebody,
was
not the
that
Frank.
Didn't jump on the train, and they were.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
maybe they have by now.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into it since.
Oh wow! So this is like a oh look, the spaghetti eating center.
The contest.
Oh,
yeah, we
isn't
did
that cool?
Uh-huh. We have videos of
Oh
that.
wow! Is
too.
this like a menu for like? Is it like a catering menu or somebody else that's in the
This
area?
was the Heroes Award, so we have this presentation.
Oh, I have to admit that I can maybe like put this in my
You can have,
in my video. Yeah, I was gonna like take it. Maybe when I take some photos.
you can just
before
take
it-
that.
That's cool. Wow.
It was a special presentation.
What does that mean?
This
Museo Caruso?
Museo Caruso, this is all new. This literally just came
He looks like you're coming into the lunchroom over here.
All this stuff that you see here in Museo Caruso is all brand new. It literally came here like a couple weeks ago. So,
Oh my goodness, really?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I like the
Yeah.
way they even hung things from the ceiling.
yes, this is all fresh.
Even this, so everything back here is
Uh-huh.
new. Oh, look, a curio cabinet. My great aunts were known for that, and my sister has one from them that had like Hummels. That was something that Italians liked collecting. It was a porcelain that they would go over to Europe and bring them back. And I'm not sure if all of them were. Actually, it was from Germany originally, but I think many Italians collected them.
And downstairs
Ooh, look at that.
is where we have we'll do our language courses.
Oh yeah, that's what I've seen on Facebook. You only have now. This is only open on Saturday. Saturdays like 9 to 3. Is that's what I thought I saw?
no
Because I couldn't make any
we're
other
closed.
arrangement.